Now we continue with the last 5 questions on section 3, number 16 to 20. Let's start from 16. Now, 16 wants you to find what is the value of 6a plus 6b. Keep that in mind. 6a and 6b, the coefficient of a and b are the same. So technically, you can find out 6a plus 6b, or the maybe your 6a or 6b is the multiple of something. So you can check it out first. So 3a plus 4b is given equal to b, and you move the b over. Remember, we don't do minus b here, minus b here. We just move right away. 3a plus 4b minus b, because it's plus here. Move the b over, you got 3b equal to 0. And notice that 6a plus 6b is the multiple of 2 times 2 from here. So technically you times 2 from here too. 0 times any number equal to 0. So the answer should be 0 right away in this case. So you don't need to find a or b separately, because it's only one equation. In SAT 1, the rules of the Thomas rule is never find a value unless they ask you to find a or b separately. They normally don't ask you. They give you, like, let's say if they give you 2x plus y, they will ask you to find 2x plus y. You don't need to find x or y separately. You have to find 2x plus y right away together. Alright? So this is the first rule here. Number 17. 17, they're asking you what is the area of the shaded regular region. Now, just draw it out first. Normally you don't need to draw out in the test. You can just see it from the book. And they give you right angle here. And then this is right angle. This is the shaded regions. And this is E, and this is F. And I tell you, normally when they give you something like this, you have to right away in your head, in your mind, you know that this should be a isosceles right triangle. So you look at it here again, read the question. If right triangle ABC, so they tell you ABC is right triangle, and this right angle. So, and then you normally in this case you should have a mind that this is midpoint anyway. So you look at it. Look at it over there. They said that F is the midpoint of BC, so it's obvious. F is the midpoint. So this is 10 raised 2, so this is 5 raised 2, and this is also 5 raised 2. It's halfway. Right angle, isosceles. So if you remember the 45 triangle, x raised 2. So this is 5 raised 2. So this is equal to 5. So this side is 5 and this side is 5. So the same thing over here, because it's isosceles, these two triangles should be the same. Of course, my drawing is not accurate. It's not drawn to scale. So this is also 5. So if this is 5, this is also 5. The area of the rectangle is 10 times 5. So which is 50. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Most of the time you look at it, you have to keep in mind this is 45 90 triangle. First rule, x raised 2, right? X raised 2, you have to keep that in mind. So in this, if this in mind, you can do it very fast. So you have 10 raised 2 here, you have 5 raised 2 here, 5, you have 5, 10 times 5, 50. So you don't need to actually draw it out and put the number in. You can just see it right away. Okay, this is one of the most important rules you need to know. And even though they give you in the first page of the math, the section, so it's better for you to memorize it. It's very simple. X raised 2, x and x. That's it. From here to here, you divided by radical 2. From here to there, you multiply by radical 2. That's it. If I ask you this 10 radical 2, this is 10. If I tell you this is 6, the x is 6, so this will be 6 radical 2. Radical 2, right? 6 radical 2 and 6. 7 radical 2. That's it. And now we go for 18. Alright, 18 is a very common question for functions. In the test, function is not that complicated. Okay? They don't ask you too much of it. It's going to give you, most of the time, give you a graph or a table. So in this case, they want to find what is the value of a. Okay, then you write down the equation first. F of x, they give you k(a)x. K is a constant. A is also a constant. Right? X is a variable. And f of x is a variable. But in this case, they tell you, they give you a graph here. I'll teach you how to choose the number from here. So it's -1, 0, 1. X and f of x, 1, 8, 1/2, and 2. So technically you choose this one right away. It's very easy. When x equals 0, KA0. So this equal to 1, but F0 is half, so K equal to half. So rewrite the equation f of x equal to half a to the x. Now you already have the number, you can use this number because I don't want to deal with negative of fractions. So I'm going to use 1. X equal to 1, so this equal to 2. Half a to the 1. So a to the 1 is a over 2, so a equal to 4. Right, so this is very straightforward. Now we are going to do number 19 here. Right, so far okay. Alright, let's go 19. 19 is also there are 4 lines, so forget about it. And then the graph is 3 dimensions, so it's alright. So look at the choices there, the question there. What is the value of h in terms of m? And I'm expecting this will be a square at the bottom. So look at what they have. They say is e equal to m. Nice. So e is a side. You notice the graph. You look at the graph. You draw it out. This is e, and the h is going down here. This is the h, the height. This is m. This is what they give you, and this is your vertex v. Alright, they say e equal to m. So very simple. And then also they tell you how to find h in terms of m. So say all the sides have the e side. Alright, let's see what's going on here. If I go to draw this one here, this h equals, I can tell this is right angle. So I know that this is the x, and this is m, and this is x also. You notice that h squared plus x squared equal to e squared. But e is equal to m, so h squared plus but is m squared. On this side, x squared, x radical 2. You remember that 45, right? X radical 2 in this case. So when I move around x, or I can do this way. In this case, you want to move from x equal to m over radical 2. So x squared equal to square of this one, m squared over 2 in this case. So or I can say that x squared plus x squared using the Pythagorean theorem equal to m squared. X squared plus x squared equal to m squared. 2x squared equal to m squared. X squared equal to m squared over 2. If you want to do this, prefer. So technically they are the same number. So you put down m squared over 2 here. So h squared equal to m squared minus m squared over 2. M squared over 2 means the half of m squared. So it's also m squared over 2. So when you solve this, square root of both sides, because h must be positive. When you do square root of both sides, this one you should get positive and negative. But the height can never be negative, so h must be equal to m. Square root of m squared is m. Square root of 2 is square root of 2. So that's your answer. This should be a longer way to do it, but actually you can do it faster if you want to. If I know this is m, so this is because this and this should be the same. You find out. Technically they are the same height. So m and m over 2. If I look at this differently, the other way to do this. If I notice that this side is h, x, and e, and know that this is m, and this is m square root of 2, because from here, m radical 2. So in this case, it's right angle. So if you have m and m radical 2, you notice that these are the same. So you can get m square root of 2 right away instead of doing all this. This is, you don't need to do this. You can just straight to here by observations. Alright, so it's pretty simple here. So it makes sense. So it's a bit messy, so I just try to show you how you get through this point. So this is just a draft. Actually, these are the steps here. Okay, but if you go through multiple choice, you can just see the observation, how to look it faster instead of just doing all the calculations. Alright, so we go to the last question, number 20. Alright, 20. They ask you which of the following represent the commissions. You want to find the commissions. On 2 cars they sold for 14,000 each. Okay. They said the commission is K% of the selling price. K% of the selling price of the car. That's what they tell you. K% means K over 100. The selling price for 2 cars, each of them is 14, so it's 28,000 right away. So you cancel the 20, so you have 280K. That's it. Now, why this is put in number 20? And then normally they say the SAT 1, the last few questions about it, let's say 5 questions, they have a level 4 and level 5 question difficulties. It's a bit tougher. This looks like very easy. Why this is in this section, in this question, in the last question? Because they're using variables. If you're using number, they will be easy questions. Using variables, most of the students will find it tough. So don't need to worry too much, because the question said K% of means multiply the cars. Right? So you just put the equation down, then you solve the problem. Okay? So we end with section 3 right now. So we go for next section in the next video.